U.S. President Barack Obama has spoken of the extraordinary relationship between Washington and Singapore. He added that Singapore's progress and its development over the past decades have been an example for many countries around the world. Mr. Obama made his comments when he met Prime Minister Hsien Loong at the Oval Office at the White House.
Singapore has enjoyed rapid growth in the past decades, and U.S. President Barack Obama says it is one of the most successful countries in the world. He adds that Prime Minister Hsien Loong has been an outstanding partner for the U.S. on the international stage.
Across the board, we have very much appreciated the extraordinary relationship between our two countries, and personally I can tell you that there are very few world leaders who I'm more appreciative of in terms of their advice and counsel and thoughtful analysis than Prime Minister Lee. And as we continue the process that we called rebalancing when I first came into office, we've continued to seek out the advice and good counsel of Singapore.
Singapore and the U.S. cooperate on many fronts, including defense, and Mr. Obama thanked Singapore for providing the facilities that allow the U.S. to maintain its effective presence in the Pacific region. Mr. Lee last visited the White House about 6 years ago, and this is his first visit here under the Obama administration. Now, earlier the White House said that the visit underscores the strategic importance that the U.S. places on Asia. Mr. Lee says Singapore is very happy that the U.S. has been placing greater emphasis on its relations with Asia, and Singapore would like to be of help in the process of deepening the relationship.
And there are other important bilateral relationships in Asia, including what is perhaps the most important bilateral relationship in the world, which is between the U.S. and China. And we are happy that the administration's attention is focused on these. And Singapore will do our part, what we can, to help America engage the region constructively, productively, and in a way which fosters stability and prosperity for all the countries.
Singapore and the U.S. also hope to further deepen economic links and look forward to the early conclusion of the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade negotiations, which could pave the way to broader economic integration in the Asia-Pacific. Mr. Lee also met World Bank President Jim Yong Kim on Tuesday, where they discussed the bank's development priorities in Asia and Singapore's role in supporting the efforts. Wong Siu Ying, Channel News Asia, Washington, D.C.
Separately, Mr. Lee attended a dinner hosted by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the U.S. ASEAN Business Council. He says Singapore remains open for business as it transitions from rapid expansion to a period of slower growth.
We are focused on growing a vibrant economy to generate opportunities for Singaporeans and to create opportunities for businesses to come to Singapore and prosper in Singapore. We continue to welcome talent and investments while being mindful of our physical and social constraints.